This is a story of Antonio Brown, the NFL's biggest lunatic. Antonio Brown was born on July 10, 1988. Antonio Brown is the son of an arena football legend, Eddie Brown. Antonio Brown attended Miami Norland High School. There, Brown was a two-sport athlete, playing football and track. AB played multiple positions. He played running back, quarterback, wide receiver, and punt return. In 2005, he ended up being North Athlete of the Year. Brown was a two-time state qualifier in the 100-meter dash. As you could tell, AB was a pretty good athlete. He applied to Florida State University, but his application was denied. He also attempted to attend Alcorn State, and that was also denied. He decided to enroll at North Carolina Tech Prep. In his lone season there, he played just 5 games at QB and passed for 1,247 yards and 11 touchdowns, and ran for 451 yards and 13 touchdowns. After his lone season, he received a scholarship from Florida International University, but he was expelled before the season because of an altercation with security. After, Brown began reaching out to wide receivers coach Butch Jones at West Virginia since he had been highly recruited by him. After learning that Jones had left West Virginia to become the head coach at Central Michigan, Brown enrolled at that school and started his college career there. The wide receivers coach at Central Michigan, Zach Azzanni, agreed that Antonio Brown could come on as a walk-on wide receiver freshman. Transitioning from QB to wide receiver was not difficult for AB. After a couple of weeks, he was quickly offered a scholarship at Central Michigan. He had difficulties adjusting to the college lifestyle, getting there on meetings, on time, and more. In his college debut against Kansas, he had 4 receptions for 23 yards. In the next game against Toledo, he had 9 receptions for 102 yards and his first college touchdown. Next game against Ball State, he had 6 receptions for 43 yards. This game against Akron got even better. He had 13 receptions for 174 yards. The Central Michigan Chippewas finished with an 8-5 record, which made the playoffs. But their playoff game was lost. AB had 5 receptions for 94 yards, which is a good stat line, but he lost. Brown started every game in his sophomore season and had about 1,000 yards and 9 touchdowns. Brown finished his college career with 3,199 yards, 22 touchdowns receiving, 531 yards rushing, and 4 touchdowns rushing. Scouts estimated Brown to be a 5th or 6th round pick. He was rated the 37th best wide receiver in the draft class. Here are his draft stats. He entered the 2010 NFL Draft, and the scouts are right. He was a 6th round pick taken by the Pittsburgh Steelers. The Pittsburgh Steelers got a steal and signed him to a 3-year, $1 million contract. Brown was named the 5th wide receiver on the depth chart under veterans like Hines Ward. In his NFL debut in 2019, he returned 2 kicks and a punt return for a total of 128 yards and an 89-yard touchdown. He became the 2nd player ever behind Steve Smith Sr. to record a kick return touchdown in their first career. Brown made his first catch for a 6-yard gain, but it was a loss to the Baltimore Ravens. His best game was the season finale against the Cleveland Browns, where he had 4 receptions for 52 yards. In his second season, he became the first player ever to have 1,000 receiving yards and over 1,000 kickoff yards. In his second season, he had just about 1,500 yards at 1,499, so close enough. In 2014, he had a career high with 1,700 yards and 13 touchdowns. Until next season, he had 1,800 yards, which is his new career high. And in 2016, 1,200. In 2017, another good year for AB, 1,500 yards. But then legal action started going downhill for AB. You can see it yourself. The Pittsburgh Steelers ended up cutting him after that. He signed to the Raiders, but he didn't last long. He started starting fights with the owner. In 2019, he signed with the Patriots. That didn't last long. He only played one game with 4 receptions for 50 yards. His career's not going too well from now. He is currently a free agent, but as soon as he signs with a team, he will get suspended because he already has an 8-game charge. And these memes got me laughing.